Who's the leader of the pack? Bringing legacy to you. Legacy, it's true. Stand up, gear up, join the fight. We're as fierce as we can be. With grit and might, we claim the night. We're the legacy. Legacy Club. Legacy Club. Strong and unbreakable. Warriors with fire inside. In our hearts we're invincible. Legacy Club.
Okay. Yeah. 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 I wonder if one day in the future, will I have a more professional kickoff to episodes? You know? Most of the time it's just me going, okay, all right, here we go. That's usually what it is. And, you know, it may never change. It likely won't. It likely will always remain that way. Because I'm a creature of habit, I think. Maybe. I'm not really even sure what that means. There's a lot of habits I have. There's a lot of habits that everybody should have. But then ergo, wouldn't everybody be a creature of habit? Anyhow, hello and welcome back. Legacy Club to the Legacy Club podcast. My name is Justin, a.k.a. Udego Fuego. It's not the Portuguese problem this time. It's Udego Fuego. That would be my luchador name. Udego Fuego. But then I would have to have a fire theme. Like a fire motif. And fire motifs are not me. I'm a creature of darkness. And fire is the antithesis of darkness. There's a fly. And he's dead. Oh, got away. I'll see you again. Anyhow, like I said, welcome back. Oh, welcome back and welcome in general if this is your first time joining us. And if it is, well, hold on to your butts. Wow. So much later in the early AMs, I'm recording this. Because time was getting away. Time was getting away from me. My children have absolutely not been cooperative as of late. But that's okay. That's fine. You know, you got the the good with the bad. It's not ever really bad, but sometimes they act bad. And in the last few days, that's who they've been. Not entirely though. My sister came to visit. Not really came to visit. She came to Nashville because it was part of a bachelorette party, getaway, trip. When did like the bachelorette party become a trip? Like a quest. Yeah, has it always been that way? Do bachelor parties do that too? Do they venture, like they take, I guess going to Vegas was kind of like a stereotype of bachelor parties in a way. So never mind. I guess that makes sense. Guys go to Vegas, girls come to Nashville. Nashville is like the bridal party. Is that the right word? Bridal party? Yeah. Bachelorette. That's what it is. Bachelorette party, like Mecca. And it's not something I have to deal with personally because I don't venture to the parts of town that chaos happens, but it's a known thing about Nashville. So my sister is in town because she was attending a bachelorette getaway thing, I guess, and she was like, I might as well go see my brother and my nephews. I mean, I'm here. I have some time to kill. I'll go see him until my friends arrive. And that's what happened. She hung out with us until the rest of the party got there. But it was good. It's always great to see my sister. And I mean that in case it came off facetiously. It's not a facetious statement. I love seeing my sister. I will say that my sister and I are very different, but the same. We're different in all the, I don't know, I guess more superficial ways, the ways that are just kind of like, on the surface, don't really matter. But deep down, we are so much alike. We have very bold personalities. So when creatures of bold personality find themselves sharing a space, it's you got to tread carefully, like you're walking around with like plutonium or something. I don't know if plutonium is like a dangerous substance to walk around with. I think it is. It probably is. So we're going to stick with it. But what I'm trying to get at is at any moment could be an eruption. and luckily my sister and I tend to avoid that. Even like in times in our adult life when things have when we can both recognize that the fuse has been lit, and if somebody doesn't cut that fuse, it'll go bang. But we're pretty good at tempering our larger than life personalities when we're together. And it was a good visit. It was a great visit. She got to hang out with her nephews, so that's always fun. They were sweet. They were very kind. They were well behaved. All things that are not traditionally how they are. But Maverick held it together up until he asked for a Capri Sun, and not like the Capri Sun, like the normal Capri Sun, like it's a flavored water. So that's why I feel like it's cool to, give them as many of those really as they'd like, because it's water. It's got like a gram of sugar maybe, and we didn't have any, so he kept saying Capri Sun, Capri Sun. And that's the way he asks for things. He's like persuading you, like, hey, this is a good idea, right? Capri Sun, candy corn. That's how he asks for things. So I went to get him a Capri Sun, and lo and behold, Bane drank them all. So I knew I couldn't return empty-handed, because if I returned empty-handed, the Maverick bomb would go off. We Leals are my vocabulary sucks. I should practice vocabulary more frequently. We are I don't know what the word is, but it's the Portuguese in us, man. It's the Portuguese in us. We're a fiery people. You know what I mean? We are very, very passionate, I guess, is the most kind description. And Maverick's got that in him. He's got a lot in him for a half breed. You know what I mean? He's only half Portuguese, and he's still got that fire inside. So anyway, I knew I couldn't come back empty-handed, and I didn't, because I'm a good dad. I came back with a popsicle, one of those freeze pops. Like back in the day, they used to be Otter Pops. You remember Otter Pops, right? Everybody remembers Otter Pops. We'll get back to that, actually. And Squeeze-Its. So I came back with essentially an Otter Pop, and he was excited. My wife, however, went, "What are you doing?" And I'm not sure. My sister, I think, saw what was about to happen and kind of pulled some glee from it. Like, oh man, and she's like, she's calling her Uber as this is happening, I think. Because conveniently it arrived, and she's like, "Oh, look, my ride's here." Yeah, that amount of sugar hit Maverick hard, and with the excitement of his aunt visiting, well, he showed her his true colors, which she has seen before. Like, it's not new. I think he broke her toilet actually when we were last at her house. He put allegedly, actually, all of this is allegedly. I don't know. Maybe my nieces did it. Because from what I understand, my youngest niece is a firecracker. And I love it. I love it when it's not my kid. Like, the stories my sister was telling me about my niece, like, she was telling us that she's definitely got it in her. She's got a lot of Leal in her. You know, she like Maverick, she's the Portuguese blood runs thick in her veins. She's more Portuguese though. I think she's like a 75%er. You know, so she's not quite a half breed, but she's not a pure blood. You know what I mean? Yes, I said that. I look at Portuguese people and the rest of the world as, in Harry Potter terms, you know, there's the Portuguese purebloods and the rest of you. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So anyway, my youngest niece is mischievous as well. So maybe she did it. I don't know. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just open to considering possibilities. But let's just, for argument's sake, say, yes, Maverick put an empty Play-Doh cup in her toilet and it messed things up. Maybe it was him, but that's a Play-Doh cup was in her pipes. I know that much because she sent me a video of the guy snaking it out. Where was I going with that? Anyway, yeah. So Maverick came to full form while she was here. And, yeah, that's about it. I told her to text me because she's going downtown. She's going to downtown Nashville to do the bachelorette party thing. And that bothers me in a way of like, I don't trust anybody. Everyone out there is full of malintent. At least the people who go to like downtown Nashville bars and honky tonks, I believe they're all full of malcontent. So I told my sister, I was like, text me when like you leave downtown so I know, you know, nobody's gotcha. And she and my wife both were like, why? And it's just because I love my sister and I want to make sure she's safe. And I don't like the what if they listen though? Okay, let's see. I'm not a similar human being as the type who go downtown Nashville to like party and stuff. So, or anywhere really. Like when I think of Las Vegas, a lot of people think like, yeah, Las Vegas, party, gamble, do a whole bunch of debaucherous things because whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Me, no. I'm like, where are the white tigers? I want to go see the things that are most reminiscent of like going to Disneyland. I want to see animatronics. I want to see like maybe some shows, some architectural like spectacles, things like that. Gambling, maybe. I'm more of a like fight kind of better. We talked about this. I like to drop 25 cents. Oh man, I got cleaned out. Okay, so the last episode was pre UFC Noche. And yeah, well, the results came in and I was wrong about all of them. Not all of them, but I was wrong about the two main events. What are you going to do, right? You let me down. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Not to be confused with Sugar Sean Allen. Which I got to get back to the gym, man. I got to get back on the mats. My injuries are mitigated and I feel confident. I was supposed to go back. I got a cup, by the way. I was supposed to go back this week, but life with a million kids and just self-employed. My wife and I both. So my wife is a family photographer, NashvilleNewborns.com or RylandsRiches.com. Go have her take your photos if you are in the greater Nashville area or you're coming to visit. Go look at her website. Maybe you base your trip to Nashville to have her take your pictures. That'd be cool. But anyhow, her schedule is dependent on just kind of like when she can coordinate with her clients. And then my schedule is all kind of built around hers and my kids. Like I try to do as much as I can editing wise and design wise and just whatever it's not recording. I try to do throughout the day when I'm with my kids, watching them and performing homeschool duties and just, in between the chaos, I try to work as much as I can during the day. But the night is when I come alive. When they go to bed, I am the master of my... Another fly. Dude, these flies are killing me. Here we go. Oh, that's how I got into this, right? Because when my sister was here, there was a fly flying around and kind of bothering her because she had food. And my sister... The first time my sister came to my house, she said, "Oh, this is almost nice. This is almost nice." That's right, Chelsea, if you're listening to this, I remember that. And I know I remember that, and I know that's why you said it. But anyhow, so for a fly to be flying around my home, she would just immediately go like, "Oh, there's filth." I don't want to give her anything to be above, have the idea that she's got me beat. And a fly flying around my house, I know, and she knows that she would take that as winning in that moment. I'm trying to backtrack. Oh yeah. UFC Noche was terrible for me. It was terrible for me. My picks fell short in the main events. Shout out Diego Lopez. I had nothing but faith in you, my friend. I like T-City. I like Brian Ortega. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. He seems like a cool dude. I've liked him for ages. And he needs to go up to 155. Brian, T-City, if you're watching, and I know you are, you need to go back. Not back, but you need to go up. None of this 45, none of this featherweight nonsense. You're not a featherweight, homie. You're not. You're just not. You look terribly gaunt and depleted. I mean, every fighter looks very depleted during weigh-ins. Because again, like this idea of dropping an insane amount of weight so you can fight in a lower weight class, to me, is not the correct way to do it. Like, you can't be naturally 180 pounds and then drop down to 145 for a day to pretend that you're a featherweight. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, Ortega, bro, you need to be at 155. I think you could do well at 155. One would argue that the lightweight division in the UFC is a very dangerous. There we go. A dangerous weight class, and it is. It's a very dangerous division. But, and sadly, the major threats in that division are kind of aging out. Like, Dustin Poirier, I think he's got like a fight maybe under left. Not that he, sorry, I got distracted by looking out my window. An ambulance or something drove by. It had all the color lights. It had red and blue. conventionally, if it's blue, it's a cop, and if it's red, it's a fire truck or a ambulance. But it had red and blue, so what was that? Where was I going with this? Yeah, Dustin Poirier, I think, there's the other one. There was all red. Okay, Dustin Poirier, I definitely think he feels like he only wants to do it one more time. Maybe. I can't, I don't want to sound like I'm speaking for anybody, but the way he speaks in like interviews and the post-fight press conference after his last fight, he fought for the title last time. Like his most recent fight and loss was, challenging the champion for the belt. And when you lose a title match, I feel like, that definitely doesn't knock you down too drastically. It doesn't hurt your stock in any way, I don't think. I guess depending on how you get beat though. He didn't get dominated. I wouldn't say he was dominated by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a fight. It was a battle. And he was bested. That's just how it goes. I think it was a finish by, I think it was a choke, like in the last round or something like, yeah, something like that. So he lasted all the rounds, if I'm remembering correctly. He lasted to the 5th, and then succumbed to a choke. And I don't care how good of a fighter you are, if you get caught in a choke, man, like it's troubling, to be in that position. And you can always get caught, like knocked out or whatever, but he didn't. He's zigging when you should have zagged. I think that implies getting hit. He turned when he should have twisted, maybe. Maybe that's the better way to say it. So yeah, Dustin Poirier's on his way into retirement, I believe. And then who else is out there? Justin Gaethje, but I don't know, man. He's dangerous. Dangerous? Why dangerous? He's dangerous. Why am I not saying that word very well tonight? I keep saying dangerous. Dangerous. He's a dangerous guy, that Justin Gaethje. But as things lie currently, I don't quite know if he has a championship win in him anymore. And I try to say that as delicately as possible because I love him as a fighter too. But, and then we got Charles Oliveira. He's still up there. He's hard to really like depend on. He's a great fighter, but his consistency has waned. I think he was on a stellar win streak, and then he won the belt, but then lost the belt because he didn't make weight. And then he got the belt back, but then he lost the belt again because he was beat by the current champion. So I don't know. It's just, yeah, I see the lightweight division just kind of mellowing out for a bit, and like the up and comers, we're trying to build a new base of like who's going to be like the biggest threat to the champion, and then the most dominant of the batch. So T-City could jump up and do really well, but he's also kind of at that age too where it's like we're teetering off. So I don't know. But anyhow, he lost to Diego Lopez, who I think is going to be the new guy in the featherweight division when he makes it to the top. He's got to get through some troubling waters, though. He's got to get through Max Holloway. He's got to get through Volkanovski. He's got to get through Topuria. Like, he's got to get through some contenders. But also, Aljamain Sterling's in that weight class now too. 145, I think, is the most exciting weight class now, followed by 185, the middleweights. That's a division that's all over the place right now. Like, who knows? Dricus du Plessis seems like he's gonna hold on to the belt for a minute. Sean Strickland may be able to take it from him, maybe, possibly, but they have fought before, so now, you know, du Plessis knows what to expect with Strickland. Like, I don't know if he beat him last time, if I'm being honest. I think Strickland won that fight, but, you know, the judges gave it to DDP. And I don't know. When it comes down to the judges, like, you really can never tell, like, how much. There have been so many judges to make such bonkers scorecards that it's just kind of, I don't know, man. If you're a UFC judge, your integrity is questionable, in my opinion. But yeah, middleweights and featherweights are the two most exciting divisions. Now, Merab Dwelevishvili, I can't say his last name. Merab is the current champion. Sean O'Malley lost. He lost in a fashion where it was a beating. It was a beatdown. He got beat up. I wouldn't say he was necessarily dominated, but it was a healthy kind of one-sided fight, in my opinion. There were moments. There's moments of, like, maybe we saw O'Malley finding his groove, but he never really capitalized on any advantage that he may have found. So it's going to be interesting. I think Merab will be up there for a while at the top of the ranks. And that's at bantamweight, 135, right? Got that right? I think so. Okay. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah, it was Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso, and Shevchenko won. She got her belt back. She got her belt back from the lady who took it from her. And that was another fight that was very. It was a kind of pretty one-sided, honestly. It was a bad day for my picks, except for Diego Lopez. So thanks for not completely shutting me out, Diego. But anyhow, moving on for those not interested in mixed martial arts and UFC, which I don't know why anyone out there wouldn't be. It's a fantastic sport. It's really the only sport that I care about. Combat sports in general. Where was I going, man? I don't know where I was going anymore. I got into rewatching the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I don't know why. Just kind of got the itch to do it, and I'm doing it. And I just wish so badly that I could have been a pirate. It seems like the way to live back then. You know what I mean? I mean, there's other ways to live, probably safer, more clean ways to live, but not nearly as exciting. And I understand it's a movie, so it's making it look far more romantic than it probably was. But pirate was the first career path that I was aiming for as a child. And that's never gone away. That probably stems from my Portuguese blood. We're a sea people. We're a pirate people too. It was actually a pirate who developed what became the Pirates Code. So the idea of classic old time piracy that we think of when we think of pirates. You're welcome. Portuguese developed. But it's always the English. It's always the English pirates that get all like the attention and the glory. That's not fair. That's just people stolen valor is what that is. That's what I'm going to call it. What was the one I just finished? The one I just finished was Stranger Tides. That was the one with the mermaids and the zombies. That seems to be the way to manage a pirate crew, is to zombify them. Because then you don't have to worry about mutinies. And obedience would be through the roof, honestly. And there is a way to zombify people. Like a legit way. And a way that could have been done back then. Let's see. Let's look this up. I think it's a powder. Powder that makes a zombie. A zombo. According to Davis and other observers, a person who is exposed to a certain amount of zombie powder containing tetrodotoxin containing tetrodotoxin can slip into a vegetative state resembling death. Shortly after the person is buried, their body is exhumed by a Bokor, B-O-K-O-R, Bokor. What is zombie powder made of? Additionally, the zombie powders contained a variety of other animal and plant ingredients, including Jimson's weed, spiders, lizards, and ground glass. Dang. Which likely would have irritated the skin, had hallucinogenic effects, or were poisonous. See, so all you had to do was have some zombie powder on hand. A good pirate captain, in my opinion, would be well stocked. What is the drug zombie dust? Monkey dust is a synthetic drug, a type of new psychoactive substance. Oh, that's like a current thing. Cannibal dust. What? It's similar to other drugs such as MDPV and magic crystals. In the U.S., it's known as zombie dust or cannibal dust due to the reported effects of the drug being used or being users trying to eat their own face. Oh, isn't that just bath salts? So it has other names? Well, that's not the kind of zombie dust I would want to have. That sounds terrible. But this other one is a Wikipedia zombie powder. Let's look into this. Oh, nuts. Here we go. There we go. Tetrodotoxin. Tetrodotoxin, TTX, is a potent neurotoxin. Its name derives from, oh my gosh, Tetrodontiformis, an order that includes an order that includes pufferfish, porcupine fish, ocean sunfish, and tigerfish. Several of these species carry the toxin, although tetrodotoxin was discovered in these fish. It is found in several other animals: blue-ringed octopi, rough-skinned newts, and moon snails. Man, these sound like witchy ingredients. I need some rough-skinned newts, some moon snails, and blue-ringed octopi. It is also produced by certain infectious or symbiotic bacteria, those of names that I'm not going to try to read because I really can't. Pseudo-alteromonas. I really don't think that was right. Vibrio, as well as other species found in symbiotic relationships with animals and plants. Okay. Although it produces thousands of intoxications annually, and several deaths, it has shown effective, or anyway. Well, man, my dyslexia is like really killing me right now. You can treat cancer-related pain in phase 2 and 3. And, well, they have in clinical trials at least. Okay, I really wanted to know where, I don't want to read the biochemistry. I want to read history, right? Maybe. Hold on. Where I want to make a zombie. Where's that part of this? Maybe it's in the history part. Let's go back. Maybe not. Never mind. But anyway, zombie dust. That's what you need. Just find some hardy recruits and then zombie powder them. I guess you would want to find your crew in the Tortuga or wherever pirates are recruited. And that's going based off the movie again. So you want to establish your crew, and then when everyone's on board the ship, then you hit them with the zombie dust. I guess technically you could kidnap anybody, honestly, though. Like if you found somebody who seemed that they would be a beneficial addition to your crew, then, but if they didn't want to be a pirate, then you could zombie dust them and then do the whole thing where, they're buried and you go dig them up, like they were saying. But that sounds dark. But then again, if you're a pirate, what does that matter? You're not going to worry about that. I would imagine. That just exposed like a real evil, like sinister side of me. I almost couldn't say the word sinister. Like, I don't know what's happening to my ability to speak tonight. Let's see. I'm trying to take notes so I have things to say. But in the moment, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to reference this and we're going to go into it. But then when it comes showtime, I just kind of word vomit. But let's see what I wrote down. This is a wild little thing. Did you hear recently that they possibly may or have currently decided that there may be an ocean under the surface of Mars? A new study provides evidence that Mars contains a large ocean deep beneath its surface. The finding is based on data collected by the InSight lander, a robotic explorer operated by the American Space Agency, NASA. InSight, which landed in 2018, was designed to capture data from within the planet's interior. isn't that interesting? And that makes some sense to me. That could be, right? But so if there's an ocean under the surface of Mars, deep under the surface is what they're saying. Life down there, if there is any, I guess would resemble deep sea ocean life here, kind of, right? I'm envisioning, again, can't speak to save my life tonight. I'm envisioning a lot of bioluminescence, like an anglerfish or other fish. An anglerfish is really the only one that the name comes to mind. But you know, the really weird, translucent-y, big-eyed light-up fish that we have found quite a few of here. But I mean, of course it would be dark because it's under the surface of the planet, and so no light is penetrating through the surface, I would imagine. But then they wouldn't be breathing oxygen per se, would they? But if it's water, H2O, there has to be oxygen present to make water, right? If there's they say an ocean, but an ocean of what? That's another thing. Is it an ocean of lava? Because if that's the case, then this is far less interesting, because I would imagine, thinking about it more, if nobody was here on this planet, you would find some sort of liquid under the surface in some parts of the planet, which is magma, right? Is that correct? Lava? What's the difference between magma and lava? Let's find out. Magma. That's not what I wanted. Magma and lava. There we go. Scientists, again. What's happening to my brain? It's short-circuiting right now. Scientists use the term magma for molten rock that is underground, and lava for molten rock that breaks through the Earth's surface. Oh, okay. So it's the same thing, essentially. But this also says right here, what turns magma into lava? Much of the planet's mantle consists of magma. This magma can push through holes or cracks in the crust, causing volcanic eruption. When magma flows or erupts on the Earth's surface, it's called lava. Like solid rock magma is a mixture of materials. Huh. Let's find out. Let's do this. Is magma liquid? Boop. Let's see. Oh, none of this is helping at all. Huh. Anyway. Now that I think about this more, I'm wondering if the ocean they're referring to is even water. Like, could that be a possibility? If so, is there a further core of Mars beneath this underground ocean? I don't know. If it is lava, then yeah, the idea of life surviving in it is beyond unlikely. But if it's an ocean, then definitely it could harbor life. So I don't know. I hope they find out one day. I wonder how they would find out. Do they just drill? Will they try to drill like just deep into Mars? I guess that would be the next step to find out what that liquid is or what's going on under there. But what does that entail? Is that something like Elon Musk needs to start thinking about? And is that something you would want to have a better understanding of before you start sending people to Mars? Or would you need to send people to Mars to do this kind of like excavation? So many questions. I wish I was a rocket scientist. But would a rocket scientist know? Or do they just focus on the rockets that would get people to Mars? That's such a crazy, like, idea currently where, you know, signing up recruits to go to Mars, because that's a one-way ticket. That's definitely a one-way ticket. So what kind of mindset do you have to be in, or person do you have to be okay with that? You know what I mean? Because if you have like family here, relatives, excuse me, God, I'm burping now. Something's happening to me. I don't know what it is. What did I eat for dinner? Oh, I had Chipotle for dinner. That might be some of the drama. Yeah, I can't imagine the people signing up to go to Mars would have a family here, because I can't imagine ditching your kids to go live out the rest of your life on another planet. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So I would imagine these are more single folks. I mean, you'd have to be. You couldn't really be married to somebody and be like, hey, I know we got married, but I'm going to go to Mars. Because that would be incredibly unfair to the person being left behind, right? Because if you sorry about that. I'm just trying to get more comfortable in this chair. Yeah. You wouldn't want to have like any sort of attachments left on the planet here on Earth if you're destined and to expire on another planet. You know what I mean? So, but like everybody has people close to them. I would, most people have people close to them. And man, what a like extra sad going away party that would be. 'Cause the person's not dying, but I guess sort of, you know what I mean? 'Cause you're not, like, if you had a friend or a family member who signed up to go to Mars, you would be under the understanding that they're not coming back, so you're not going to see them again. And I don't know how well FaceTime would work from here to Mars. I'm sure there would be some sort of like communication that could happen. Because, I mean, they would have to communicate with the space station, maybe. But they would have to be able to communicate with people down here, right? Still? I would imagine so. I gotta pause. I'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Now to pause and refresh. For your convenience, we have an attractive refreshment stand in the lobby with buttered popcorn, golden good and hot from the popper, your favorite candies, wholesome and rich with a flavor treat for every taste, ice cream and other good things to eat, plus delicious Coca-Cola. So bright and bracing with the tang and tingle unmatched by any other beverage. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola at our refreshment stand right now.
Okay. We're back. Wow. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yes. We're calm, composed, and collected. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I began feeling terrible. Like, I was feeling like lightheaded and sweaty and very, I don't know, man. I was feeling wonky. So I had to cut and regroup. Like, for a minute, I thought it was maybe food poisoning. I thought it was like, I don't know, man. It was wild, though. I did pound a cup of coffee before doing this, and then I had a Zen in my mouth. So the combination of that head rush mixed with just talking for almost an hour caught up with me in a very violent way. Not super violent, but I was feeling like I may have been zombie dusted, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was psychosomatic or what, man, but I legit for a second, not for a second, longer than a second, I legit thought it was food poisoning, like for sure. I was like, oh my God, what in my Chipotle bowl was off? Like, did I eat some bad chicken? Did I have some bad steak? Like, what's going on? So I went to the bathroom and sat there. When I was entering the bathroom, I definitely thought I was going to puke. But luckily, I was able to sit down and just kind of like recenter. And I needed it. That's why it was so hard for me to get through like that whole magma lava thing and then like the ocean under the surface of Mars. I was really trying to truck through and make it work, but it just was not gonna happen. it was not gonna, no. So we took a break. And we're back. And we're better than ever, honestly. I did say at one point that I wanted to include some of the songs that I've been creating for fun, really, and they're all available over on our Leal Legacy music channel. I said I wanted to play a song every episode. I'll have a new song every episode, and I think that's fun. I have a new song that I'm crafting right now. I have a version of it done, but I don't know if I want to use that one right now. So what if we go back to some of the songs they already have posted on the Leal Legacy music channel? And it's fitting because it's a song called Dead Men Tell No Tales. And this was a somewhat piratey-ish episode, or I'm just in a real piratey mood. Yeah, that could be it too. So let's play that. Let's throw that in the mix. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope this is a cool thing Kind of breaks up the monotony of like me. And this episode, the last, I don't know, man, the last like 15, 20 minutes, I was not at peak performance. I was waning. I was fading. I was succumbing to some zombie dust. How crazy would that be, though? We talk about it on the episode, and then it happens to me. But who would zombie dust me? Who's out to get me? It's been a weird day. It's been a real weird day today, actually. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Here we go. Song's called Dead Men Tell No Tales, and I hope you like it. Truly. Hopefully it's one for the record books. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
In the shadow of the moonlight, where the whispers haunt the seas, ghosts of sailors lost in battle echo in the midnight breeze. The stories etched in silence, in the deep where secrets dwell. Lost to time, lost to memory, in the place where shadows fell. Dead men tell no tales, in the darkness, in the gale. The voices fade like echoes in the cold and silent vales. Dead men tell no tales, but the legends still prevail. In the heart of every tempest, in the wild and stormy swell. Beneath the waves, their treasures hidden, buried deep in ocean's hold. Maps and legends of their glory, stories left untold. Silent screams of their adventure, in the deep where shadows dance. Ghostly whispers of their voyages, lost to time, lost to chance. Dead men tell no tales, in the darkness, in the gale. Your voices fade like echoes in the cold and silent vales. Dead men tell no tales, but the legends still prevail. The heart of every tempest, in the wild and stormy swell. Hear the creak of ancient timber, feel the chill of ghostly hands. In the fog and mist of memory, where the lost and fallen stand. Dead men tell no tales, in the darkness, in the gale. The voices fade like echoes in the cold and silent vales. Dead men tell no tales, but the legends still prevail. The heart of every tempest, in the wild and stormy swells. Hear the creak of ancient timber, feel the chill of ghostly hand. In the fog and mist of memory, where the lost and fallen stand. Dead men tell no tales, in the darkness, in the gales. The voices fade like echoes in the cold and silent farewell. Dead men tell no tales, but the legends still prevail. The heart of every tempest, in the wild and stormy swell. Dead men tell no tales, in the darkness, in the gales. The voices fade like echoes in the cold and silent farewells. Dead men tell no tales, but the legends still prevail. The heart of every tempest in the wild and stormy swell.
I like it. I like it a lot. I love that song. Can you believe that that's like just AI generated? I didn't play any of those instruments or sing it, but came up with the concept and all that jazz. But anyway, I like the playing the song thing. I like the playing the song in the episode because it breaks up the monotony of me, like I was saying. And this is the Legacy Club. It's supposed to be the Leal Legacy version of the Mickey Mouse Club. If I'm going to be honest about that. In the Mickey Mouse Club, they had musical performances, right? Kind of run this like a variety show almost. I'm doing that like burpee thing again. Yeah, you can hear that song whenever you would like over on the Leal Legacy Music YouTube channel or on YouTube Music. Just look up Leal Legacy Music. I want to have those also available on the site somehow for download. If you want it, add it to your playlist. I wanted to get them on Spotify, but I don't know like the intricacies and the if uploading AI generated songs to Spotify, I don't know the details about that, but I'll figure it out. I'm gonna have fun with it. I like pumping out songs about things that I'm interested in, things that I find cool, and it does a phenomenal job crafting these songs. It's really cool. So hopefully you like them too. It's going to keep happening. That's just going to be a part of the show now. Okay? If you don't like it, then skip over it. But hopefully there are folks out there who do appreciate it. I was thinking while the song was playing that I'm not entirely ready to rule out food poisoning or zombie dust. And we weren't even supposed to have Chipotle tonight. Like that was just like an emergency. We just need to get food at this point. We were supposed to have spaghetti. We don't often have spaghetti. So when we do have it, I like to put some love into it. You know what I mean? Like jazz up the sauce and whatnot. What night? Oh, what not? There's something's, I'm contaminated by something. Something's happening to me. I can't speak. And I just had that episode. It's got to be food poisoning. It has to be. I haven't thrown up or, from the other end. Yet. Again, not ruling it out. But it hasn't happened yet. We weren't even supposed to have Chipotle. We were supposed to have spaghetti. And when I was opening the sauce, whenever I open a jar, doesn't matter what it is, I, flip it over and hit the bottom of the jar. Does anyone else do that? I feel like that's a thing people do. I feel like it makes opening the jar easier. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it. If there is science behind it, I don't even know if I'm not the only one who does it. I doubt that I'm the only one who does it, but I don't know. I haven't taken a poll about it yet. But anyway, so I was doing that. I was hitting the bottom of the jar before opening it. And I don't know what happened or how it happened, but when I was hitting the jar, I punched through the bottom of the jar. Like, I didn't even think that was like a possibility. I mean, I'm sure there are people who could punch through jars if they wanted to, but I wasn't trying to. Like, I don't know if the integrity of that jar was just compromised by who knows what, or if I just don't know my own strength. But I don't know, man. I was hitting it and went, psh, I went through it. I cut myself. I got a Band-Aid on right now. See? Yeah, so that happened, and when it happened, when my hand went into the sauce, I was like, oh, I just went through glass, and I was expecting to be much more cut up, but no, I just got the one, so that was a relief. But yeah, wild. It was insane. It's never ever happened before, and I've opened countless jars. So I blame the jar. I blame the structural integrity of the jar. But also I kind of just want to say, I just don't know my own strength. When I think I'm tapping something, I'm actually using much more force than anticipated. Yeah. So I do hope this episode is somewhat entertaining, at least. Definitely not your conventional episode. I really thought about maybe scrapping it when I was in the midst of that episode, but I was like, no, man, it's already been close to an hour. Like, it just doesn't, I don't have the luxury of being able to do this easily or conveniently. So to squander any sort of content produced would be irresponsible. So you're getting it. Here it is. I want to go back to earlier when I talked about how I spazzed out Maverick when my sister was here. Because like I said, I gave him a popsicle, which is one of those freezer pop things in the plastic, reminiscent to Otter Pops. And I feel like Otter Pops are a pretty universal, like, 90s kid thing. But now I just pulled it up, and I'm looking at this, and it says, are Otter Pops a California thing? Uh-oh. Wow, you know what? Maybe you guys don't know what Otter Pops are. Otter Pops, the popularity of a flavor ice and the flavor ice. What? The popularity of flavor ice. And flavor ice is one hyphenated word. FLA-VOR-ICE. Flavor ice. The popularity of flavor ice in Gelsert, eyeing other freeze pop makers, and the company set eyes on Otter Pops. What am I reading? But regardless, Otter Pops, a Southern California brand that filled freezers up and down the West Coast. Oh, I guess Gelsert bought Otter Pops in 1996. What's Gelsert? I guess a novelty popsicle company or something. And from the deal became the largest distributor of freeze pops in the U.S. That's interesting. Are Otter Pops a West Coast thing? Consumers on the West Coast mostly call them Otter Pops. People from the East Coast usually call them flavor ice. Oh. That's even more interesting. Here's the Wikipedia. Otter Pops are a brand of freeze pops sold in the United States. The product consists of a clear plastic tube filled with a fruit-flavored liquid that is one of the earliest brands of this dessert. Some varieties claim to contain 100% fruit juice, mostly apple juice. This variety was clear as it also removed any artificial colors. Otter Pops are a frozen treat, but stores generally sell them at room temperature for the consumer to later freeze at home. Okay. Background. National Pax introduced Otter Pops in 1970 in competition with Gelsert's similar product, Flavor Ice. Okay, the Gelsert company is a privately held company based in West Chicago, Illinois. It was established in 1926. It specializes in making drink mixes, dessert mixes, and frozen novelties. Yeah, that's what I called it, frozen novelties. During the as of 1990, the product was manufactured by Maritime Products, Inc. of Marshall, Texas. So none of this says specifically California. In 1996, Jet Cert acquired the rights to Otter Pop as well. During the 2000s, Gel Cert modified the Otter Pop's recipe and added more fruit juice. So you made them less fun. The company's manufacturing facilities are in West Chicago, Illinois. Definitely not a West Coast thing. Otter Pops came in 1 to 1.5, 2 and 5.5 ounce serving sizes. Wow, I didn't realize there were different size Otter Pops. They also came in 10 flavors, each named after a different character. Blue, the flavor being blue raspberry, which, oh man, blue raspberry is the most abominable flavor on the planet, because there is already a blue flavor that is just, you can't put the flavor of blueberry in any other way other than made by God. Like, the flavor blueberry is so good and so versatile. You could have blueberry muffins, blueberry pancakes, blueberry Pop-Tarts, blueberry cereal. Like, the blueberry flavor can be in any dessert under the sun, and you can even incorporate it into like savory dishes as well. So why on earth are blue flavored novelties always, without fail, blue raspberry? Nobody wants blue raspberry. You want a raspberry flavor, make like a maroonish, maybe a fuchsia colored flavor, and leave blue to the flavor it is intended to be. I mean, it's in the name, blueberry. There's no reason to flavor blue colored things anything other than blueberry. I'm very passionately against blue raspberry. But anyhow, I digress. Blue raspberry, Louis Blue Raspberry. That was the color, Louis Blue Raspberry. And if I remember correctly, I feel like he was a Frenchman. If I'm recalling this correctly. Louis Blue Raspberry. Yes, he does appear French. He's got a little white beret, a fun mustache. Well, good. It doesn't look like there's much of like a backstory to Louis Blue Raspberry. But anyway, red was strawberry, and the character was Strawberry Short Cook. And cook is spelled with K's, K-O-O-K. Or is that kook? Strawberry Short Kook? That name's way more fun to say. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, still blue. Oh, I didn't copy. Man. Just all kinds of off. All right. There we go. Copy and paste, guys. It's not a difficult thing to do. Strawberry Short Cook or Kook. I don't know which way you would say it, but she's fun. Polka dot bow, polka dot skirt, polka dot shoes. She's adorable. Pink was Fruit Punch, and this character, Poncho Punch. Let's look at him. Images. There you go. I remember Poncho Punch being a good flavor. And he's, as you would imagine, like a mariachi guy. But not really mariachi. He's wearing a poncho, has a cowboy hat, and a guitar. He seems like somebody from Texas who, pulls a lot of influence from Mexican culture in his music. Yellow was Rip Van Lemon, discontinued in the late 1970s. So I've never actually encountered Rip Van Lemon. Let's give him a look. Whoops. Rip Van Lemon. Oh man, it doesn't even come up. Otter Pop. Okay. He's a yellow otter with a long white beard. For Rip Van Winkle, I would imagine. I wonder why it was discontinued. Why did they get rid of Rip Van Lemon? Did nobody want lemon? I feel like lemon is a decent enough flavor to keep, right? Green was lime. Sir Isaac Lime. That was our green character. What does he look like? Yeah, I remember him. Sir Isaac Lime. He's got an Albert Einstein-y looking mustache, some square glasses, and is he holding a? What is he holding? A telescope? He's holding something. I recall Sir Isaac Lime being a pretty good flavor as well. And here's another one too. I don't conventionally like grape flavors, but Alexander the Grape. I recall, or maybe I didn't necessarily like Alexander the Grape. So when it came to the end of the box, it always seemed like there were a lot of them because I was the only flavor left because we were all dodging that one. It's a little otter, purple otter wearing a toga. I guess like Sir Alexander the Great, you know. I don't like orange. I don't like orange flavored anything. I think it's repulsive. So I definitely would not have had any Little Orphan Orange. That's such a fun but kind of sad name. Little Orphan Orange. That was yeah, awesome. Little Orphan Orange. Never would have had that flavor ever. White bow, polka dot skirt, orange otter. She comes with a dog. She's got a little dog companion. That's cool. I don't recall this one. Gold. So this was a gold colored Otter Pop, and it was mango flavored. Major Mango. Yeah, I don't recall seeing Major Mango. It seems like a lady military officer. Did I just write Major Mango off with Little Orphan Orange? Because let me tell you, it definitely, the gold comes off very orange looking, and I would have stayed clear of that. Another yellow. There were two yellows. Another yellow Otter Pop. DJ Tropical. I don't really know if I remember DJ Tropical. I don't remember DJ Tropical. Weird. Yellow otter with a purple trucker hat, some headphones around his neck, and a white shirt. And on the white shirt is Little Orphan Orange's dog. Little Orphan Orange made merch of her dog? That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I don't recognize any of these later ones. There was a white one, a coconut flavored one. I would have really enjoyed that. I don't recall a coconut one. Cosmic coconut. Yeah, definitely don't remember seeing cosmic coconut, but that sounds awesome. I like coconut flavored things. How bizarre. Are these had to be later added characters? Huh. Okay, Cosmic Coconut. She's a white otter wearing an orange spacesuit though, so that kind of throws off the color scheme with the orange. There was a cyan colored one called Anita Fruit Punch. What? She needs it? Anita Fruit Punch. She's blue, or cyan color, I guess, and she's a volleyball player? What? Yeah, these are all confusing to me now. And then we have red, which was cherry. And this one, I remember her. Scarlet O'Cherry, maybe? Yeah, I do remember Scarlet O'Cherry. I recall Scarlet O'Cherry. She was very reminiscent of another character. Who was the other character? Because she also has... Oh, she's got what? More of a red bow. Okay. Yeah, it kind of looks like Strawberry Shortcake. Strawberry Shortcake. And Scarlet O'Cherry, who was discontinued in the mid-90s. So I definitely came across Scarlet O'Cherry. Oh, look at this. There was a Sir Isaac Lime protest. What? In 1995, National PAX had planned to replace the Sir Isaac Lime flavor with Scarlet O'Cherry. A fourth grade student in Costa Mesa, California, learned of the change on the company's worldwide website. The organized... Oh, and the student organized a petition and picket with his cousins against it. So he got a petition signed and he picketed against the replacement of Sir Isaac Lime with Scarlet O'Cherry. Wow. A Stanford professor wrote in support, calling it Otterside. It is Otterside. Told the change was final. Otterside, okay. Told the change was final. The protest continued as planned. In the rain, wow. The CEO relented, keeping it despite it being the least popular flavor. So Sir Isaac Lime was actually the least popular flavor, but this kid fought tooth and nail to keep him. The fourth grader soon appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Wow. An internet fan site claims the National PAX packaged the cherry mix as strawberry. Okay, an internet fan site claims that National PAX packaged the cherry mix as strawberry. So is that meant... Okay, they're both red. So maybe Strawberry Shortcake was secretly Scarlet O'Cherry, and that's why they look so much alike. Wow. That is insane. Okay. Well, that was a fun little history of Otter Pops. It would have been a Sir Isaac Lime that I gave Maverick too, because it was a green one. That really set him off and got him all jazzed up. And thinking of Otter Pops made me think of Squeeze-Its. You remember Squeeze-Its? Squeeze. My dog is snoring. She was a little punk today, man. She got out of the fence. And some lady picked her up, and they scanned her chip, and they're like, "Hey, we got your dog." And I was like, "Keep her." And I didn't really say that. I wanted to, though. She makes me mad. Squeeze-Its. Yeah, Squeeze-Its were a plastic bottle drink that was likely nothing but sugar. Let's see. It was just called Squeeze-It. I called it Squeeze-Its, kind of like Cheez-Its. Maybe that's why. That's why nothing really came up at first. All right, let's look at this. Squeeze-It was a fruit-flavored juice made by General Mills and marketed from 1985 until 2001. Squeeze It also appeared in stores from mid-2006 to mid-2007 and in 2011 and 2012. Why did I say 2011 instead of 2011 when I just followed it up with 2012? The drink came in a plastic bottle that the drinker had to squeeze in order to extract the beverage from his container, hence the name. Squeeze It came in multiple flavors and additions, one of which contained color pellets. That's weird. That the drinker dropped into the bottle to change the color of the Squeeze It. The flavors included Chucklin' Cherry, Berry Be Wild, Grumpy Grape, later changed to Galloping Grape, Silly Billy Strawberry, Rockin' Red Puncher, Mean Green Puncher. Ooh, wow, I wonder if they fought. Smarty Arty Orange. Never would have had that one. And Troppy Tropical Punch. Notice how there's no blue raspberry flavor, and I appreciate that. Squeeze It. Thank you. Each flavor had a different character design or designed into the plastic bottle. For a limited time, there were mystery flavors in black bottles. Whoa. Where the drinker had to guess the flavor. There were also Lifesaver Squeeze-Its, interesting, featuring flavors such as wild watermelon, blue raspberry, and tropical tropical fruit. Blue raspberry. Oh, man, just when I was singing your praises, Squeeze It, you had to go and ruin it. But anyhow, enough of that. I'm winding down. It's 2:00 in the a.m. here in Nashville, Tennessee now. So I'm tired, burning out. I probably should go to bed. I wonder if exhaustion played into that little episode I had. I keep calling it an episode. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Speaking of episodes, it was an unconventional one. It was an unconventional one, but still one for the books. Because there are books out there keeping a record of all this. I humbly ask that you visit our website, leallegacy.com, and scope out all the other killer content we have available for you there. And our web store, Legacy Club Clo, the Clo stands for clothing.com, legacyclubclo.com, and pick yourself up something nice. This is what we do, guys. This is what I do. This is it. This is the job. This is the career. So that can only sustain with your help. And it's not all for nothing. Like, you get something pretty sweet in return. You get these cool shirts I designed. I'm not wearing one right now, but I also didn't anticipate recording tonight, so I didn't have a wardrobe ready. But we have some really cool designs that I'm really proud of. And the designs range from, anything from things that MMA fans will like, Disney fans will like, horror fans will like, just skater, punk, streetwear aficionados. Something for everyone there. So that's legacyclubclo.com. Currently, right now, we have our seasonal Tricky Treats collection available, and that is inspired by Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, and those are limited. Only available for a limited time. Once they're gone, they will be gone forever, because next year the Tricky Treats line will be something completely different, and what I'm inspired by in that moment. Too soon to tell what it's going to be, but it will not be what's available now. So go grab yourself one while you still can. We have exclusives too. We have on the website, we have the designs offered on select pieces of apparel that are exclusive to the website, and then we have some of the same designs on other pieces of apparel exclusively on our social media sites. So yeah, we have our social media stores up and running. So you can find those on X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Go scope those out, because what's available there in the social media shops they're not available in our website or web store, and vice versa. What's available in the web store isn't going to be what's available on social media. They're exclusives. So go make sure you scope them all out, and to find them on social media, we are at Leal Legacy, Leal Legacy, across all your favorite social media platforms. Like, subscribe, comment, hit notification bells, do whatever you need to do to never miss an episode. And doing all those things help other people find the episode, and it helps us grow, and it helps this become an even more powerful entity than it already is. I wanted to say something else within that, but I lost it. Social media platform, share. Oh, and as always, the best way to share the show is word of mouth. Tell people. Be like, hey, have you heard of this podcast, The Legacy Club? They play a song every episode, a new original song every episode. And they make really cool streetwear gear. And they got other like cartoon commentaries on their YouTube channel and all kinds of stuff. There's just all kinds of stuff that will appeal to someone out there. That's the Legacy Club YouTube. We also got the Legacy View YouTube, which is POV vlog experiences. A lot of it from our trips to Disney parks and stuff like that. And then we also have Leal Legacy Gaming, where Bane, my son Bane, it's pretty much his channel. He streams video games every day. Every day he'll stream him playing Fortnite or Lego this and that or Minecraft or Roblox or who knows. Who knows? But you know what? I know it's entertaining. So check out Leal Legacy Gaming, Leal Legacy Music, Legacy View. And then the wife and I are still doing our family vlog channel, Legacy of Leal, which, keep posted for when our first video drops there. And yeah, there we go. That's that. As always, thanks for being a friend and telling a friend. Until next time, see ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you liked that video. And if you didn't, sorry. You might like one of these, though. Check out our other channels, too. Also, don't forget to visit our website, leallegacy.com, and our web store, legacyclubclo.com. What are you waiting for? Go watch more.